Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining us this Friday for another one of our webinar series. Again, putting us back into more of our normal routine, back for the new year, back for 2020, as we kick off our webinar training series. So we look forward to a full year, jam-packed full of a lot of nice opportunities and programs, and we'll certainly be letting you know further in advance what those programs will be. And we are currently working on a full calendar that will take you through into the month of April. And then we will be introducing each and every one individually as we send out invitations separately. Okay, so unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties this morning, our systems must know it's Friday. They're taking a break, so we're not going to have any video, so I do apologize for that. But we, of course, do have a great presentation in store for us. This is going to be probably a shorter presentation. We just wanted to, again, make sure that we were getting in front of you with some of our new opportunities for 2021, letting you hear about these and take advantage of these as quickly as possible. If you made it out to yesterday's webinar, we had a little longer session pertaining to setting up your year, talking about tips and tricks and techniques for planning out a full 2021 when it comes to goals, projects, a whole host of other things. We gave away some free items that can really help you kind of line up your year, be prepared, get your marketing strategies in place to, again, have a successful campaign throughout this year. We talked about great technology platforms. If for some reason you didn't make it out yesterday, feel free. This will be going live on our YouTube channel, possibly today, if not early next week. In this session will also be posted there within the next day or two. So again, like any of our Friday webinars or any of our other webinars that we may conduct throughout the week, those within just a couple of days will be posted to our YouTube channel. You can go to YouTube and just look up Insurance Advisors Direct, and we'd love you to join us. If you go ahead and follow us, and then click the notification link, you'll get updates as to when we post these new videos, and we hope you enjoy those. Again, today we're going to be spending a little less time, but we're certainly going to be getting into some valuable resources that the team here has been hard at work creating. One of those pertaining to the Medicare sales channel. And as you know, if you've worked with Insurance Advisors Direct for any time, you realize that we are heavily devoted to the senior space, life and health products, and then most specifically the Medicare space. So yes, we do spend a lot of time talking about innovations, products, selling tools, quoting systems, and a whole host of other things to really help you engage with that Medicare space, get involved in the Medicare space if that's not something that you're currently doing. We certainly can help you get started, and we have all of the tools and training to do that. So the great thing about this selling system is we have a lot of new agents coming to us from other industries, other sales backgrounds, other insurance experience, whether it be group, under 65, property and casualty, maybe the financial market. And many people who have worked in any of those sectors for a period of time are finding that their clientele is aging and now moving into this next, part of their life, which is the Medicare arena. And they have a lot of questions, and they may generate and establish some referral sources, but ultimately, at some point, they realize, hey, these are my clients. I'd like to keep them. I'd like to learn more about this. So again, some of these selling tools were created for newer individuals, agents to this space. Many of these tools are very valuable to more experienced agents. It just might make your selling life more simple. And as you know at Insurance Advisors Direct, that really is our motto, to simplify your sales success. And here's one of the other ways that we're trying to do that. The other thing that we're doing that will be complementing many of these selling tools and programs that we create for you, that we roll out to you throughout the year, is there will be video training sessions. So we are hard at work on some video series, some university series that will be put into the back agent login or portal of our website, where you can go and view one at a time, few-minute clips on, again, different ways that you can utilize some of these resources. So those are just a few of the exciting things we have going on here at Insurance Advisors Direct. So now let's jump into the meat of this presentation. And of course, though all of you are muted, we would love to have some questions. We'd love to hear some comments, and we'd love to engage with you today if you have a few moments to do so. This is the new cover, as you're seeing on the far left, of what will be this simplified Medicare guide for 2021. Now, the great part about this, we've kept it very clean, we've kept it very specific, and though this has some of our logo and branding information, we did create this, that if this is an item you find useful, you would like to implement into your sales practice, you can have this branded to you. So our marketing team, they can put your logo, they can put your contact information on here, and that would also follow throughout the pages, just in case you happen to leave something like this behind, or if you happen to tear out some of the pages that are perforated, you can leave those behind, and those individuals, of course, would have your contact information. So we can make this very specific to you and your agency. Now, if you look at the next page, you'll see that it's got quite a bit of content. Now, some of this content might not be as necessary as useful to you, but again, we were creating this to kind of be the one tool that you need to take into the home, do virtually. So this will be also available in a virtual format, so you can, if you're doing sales through Zoom or one of the other screen sharing platforms, you can utilize this same selling system just the way it is to make your full presentation. We have agents that have different selling styles. So we were in meeting with those agents. We were trying to accommodate many of those requests. And also for many of us internally who have sold these products for many years, we took a lot of what knowledge and experience we have selling Medicare products and wanted to make sure that it was in this program, again, to make it simple for you to present to your clients in a very professional manner, and one that makes it very simple for both you to present and for your clients to fully understand. So if you look at the table of contents, we have a whole host of things, and today we're just going to glance through a few of the pages just so you can kind of see what this program is all about. So you can see we've got everything from healthcare planning documents to some more specifics about the Medicare parts. We get into the benefits of the Medicare parts. We get into the costs of what could be involved in somebody when they're utilizing their Medicare. And then, of course, we get into the coverage options from Medicare supplements, Medigap, Medicare Advantage programs, Part D, and then we allow you to, again, wrap up by making some offers or offering them some solutions that they can pick from to cover their Medicare services. So kind of a whole host of things, and again, we'll just be covering a few of those. Now, the other thing to mention with this program, though it will be available on our website very soon, it will only be accessible by certain agents with certain access to those levels that allow for that. So ultimately, in order to get your hands on programs like this, if you're an established agent working with us writing business, you'll of course have access to all of these tools. And if you're new to us and getting contracted, we'll help get you to the point and we'll help get you involved with some of these tools. But you do have to be working with Insurance Advisors Direct to have access. The next page here we'll look quickly at is the Medicare Supplement Planning Fact Finder. Now, we actually have two versions. We have a simplified and a more advanced version. That way you can utilize the one that you prefer, and if you don't use this method, you can skip right over these pages. If you're not using this method, we do recommend considering it. This is very valuable for a couple of reasons. One, it allows you to hear more about your client or your prospect, more about what their needs are, more about what their current coverage is, more about what they may need in the future. Again, if you're building your practice or if you're looking for ways to expand your sales into other product lines, you have to know what your clients' needs are, what their wants are, what their budget is. And these fact finders are a great way to do that. In fact, yesterday's presentation, I talked about CRM tools, how they can impact your business. And one of the great things with these fact finders is you can put them into a file. You can keep them even if you're just holding a hard file. You can pull those out. You can remind yourself what you're going to follow up with those clients about. If you're using a new CRM tool, you can plug this information into the CRM tool and, again, allow that CRM tool to tell you, again, what opportunities are available to be mined. So, again, important for many, many reasons when you consider those. On the far left, we see the more advanced guide. This is for someone who may want to introduce and take them into even supplemental plans, take them into maybe even some life insurance planning, or maybe some fixed index type annuity products. If you dabble in those products, this certainly could do that. Now, I will mention, in addition to this program, in this presentation today, you'll see a few red marks or line items that are red. Some of those are referring to a secondary toolkit or sales presentation. One happens to be pertaining to long-term care, short-term care when we get into the skilled nursing, home health care areas, and the other ones may be pertaining to like annuity planning or life insurance planning. There are some additional supplemental forms that we make available that can help you lead into those cross-selling opportunities when those are appropriate. So again, we've got the more thorough healthcare planning document, and then the next two pages are essentially kind of the outline of the two main parts of Medicare. Of course, your Part A, your hospitalization, your Part B, medical expenses. And what this is designed to do is, again, very simply explain to your client, especially those who are turning 65, this is all brand new to them. You can really just go line by line explaining how Medicare works, what benefits are offered and what Medicare pays, and then what's left over and what your client would be responsible for. And there's a few disclaimers. You can chat with them about their Part B, both the deductible, the premiums. All of these have been updated for 2021. So in the past, you've seen these before. We do offer these for download, or we can email these to you. Very handy. We have a lot of agents that will just simply use these 2 pages to introduce the Medicare benefits. If that's all you need, that's fantastic. That can be made available to you. But we've also inserted it into this full presentation kit, again, just to keep things in one place and keep those handy. As we move on, though we've obviously left out a few pages in between, what you'll see is, and this has actually been a heavily requested item, when we do our Medicare 101 and some of our sales workshops, and we're showing agents how to present Part A, Part B, how to make them fully understand and comprehend what their costs could potentially be, how the Part A deductible works, how the Part B deductible works, how the copays work, and so forth and so on. The best way to do that, of course, for many of us is to really give them a full description or a sample situation that they can better understand. So these 2 pages, the one on the right offers the you pay cost and what could be a cost item to your clients that they could be responsible for when it comes to the hospitalization side of Medicare Part A. And then the second sample situation is for Medicare Part B, and just using an example of somebody that maybe is going in for some minor outpatient surgery, what those costs could be, what Medicare pays, and then what, of course, your clients would be responsible for. Because, again, when it comes down to it, they need to know what their coverage is. They need to know what might be at risk if they use these, because, of course, we're building the need for potentially either a Medicare Advantage, if that's in their best interest, or a Medicare supplement program. But they, of course, have to understand the core benefits to Medicare. Now, again, going further, we see the final page, and again, we've skipped a few in between, but ultimately here we now allow you to roll out some solutions to these individuals. Now, everybody may have their way to do this. You may have your own way. You may not utilize these pages. But what these pages were designed to do, and there's actually 3 of them in the sales booklet, depending on if you're presenting a Medicare supplement or a Medicare Advantage, and there's one other option. Ultimately, we feel it's best to give them a couple of options to choose from. So in this case, there's 3. Now, these were also designed, and we have many agents using these with great success, because what you'll hear from us periodically and throughout this year is about package and cross-selling. You know, asking your clients more questions, filling those needs, filling those concerns, whether it's with dental, vision, hearing products, hospital indemnity, or something else. Some agents get confused on best ways to do this, and you know, they may feel, or you may feel, well, I'm just kind of pulling out all these products, and you know, maybe these prospects of mine feel like I'm just trying to sell them everything I have. Well, it could feel that way, and a lot of that depends on how you present it. So this is a very effective package selling approach that myself, many other successful agents have used for many years, and makes it very, very simple to understand. And ultimately, it's because we're here to talk about solutions. So when you present it as a solution, maybe it's made up of a couple of different programs. The solution is what matters to your client, how it helps them, and ultimately why they purchase this coverage. It now becomes a value to them. So here's how we present the value. The carrier, the plans, we may add the dental vision, we'll add the premium, prescription drugs, short-term care, whatever we want to include. You can put the total premium, and then actually you can, after you've laid out these solutions, you can have your client choose one of those solutions and even initial it. That shows obviously which one they had the most interest in. And in addition to that, it also is something you may want to keep handy in case anyone comes back and questions maybe why they have these additional coverage options. You can very simply show them that it was a chosen plan or solution. So when you present it as a solution, most people are unaware that it may comprise of 2 or 3 different plans. Ultimately, they know that they're getting just a solution that made sense to them, covered them in areas they were concerned about, and that's what's important. So that is also in there. As you can see, we wanted to make this kind of a quick introduction to what this new program is, how this new sales tool can be used to your advantage. We hope that what you've seen today gives you some ideas, and we hope that many of you will find a need and a reason to pull these sales tools out and utilize these for your growth and to, again, help you sell professionally and make your sales process more simple throughout 2021 when it comes to Medicare sales. Now, this last slide here, as you can see, is ultimately the full list of what we currently have. So this was some of our Medicare supplement sales and marketing tools. We are currently updating many of the other programs. You can see we've got dual SNP, so that's somewhat related to the Medicare space if you happen to run into somebody who is a dual eligible. Long-term care, short-term care planning, fixed annuities, limited medical products, final expense, and then even group Medicare, going back to our Medicare host of products. So what you'll find is when it comes to these products, whether they're new to you or you're a seasoned veteran, we have a lot of selling systems, a lot of selling tools to make your life easy, and to help you do a better job, especially in the cases when you're getting into a product or helping your client navigate through enrollment to a particular program that you're not as familiar with, that you're not comfortable with. Of course, you can rely on our sales team. They're well equipped and very experienced in helping agents to understand these products, get more comfortable selling these products. So certainly rely on us. But if maybe that's not good enough, in a sense, you can kind of take that expertise, you can take that education with you by utilizing some of our sales toolkits as you're in those homes or as you're preparing for those presentations with your clients. So again, we try as a full-service FMO to do things differently, to offer you a greater experience beyond just answering the phone, getting you contracted with new carriers. We want to make you better at your jobs. And to do that, we have to come out with a multitude of programs, products, services, because each of you in your own world of sales may have different needs and may need different support. And so we want to make sure, again, our team at IAD is doing a great job to introduce those programs. So this is one of the new items for 2021. We're excited to roll it out to you. We hope that some of you find it useful and can utilize it, and we certainly would love to hear your feedback. And you'll continue to see these rollouts in the first part of this year and throughout all of 2021 as we continue to develop and as we continue to create these new tools for your use. So at this point, I think we are at the conclusion of our program for today. I know this was a quick one, but again, we just wanted to make it a brief introduction. Is there any questions from those of you on today? If so, you can type those into the Q&A box, and we can certainly try to answer those. Okay. Doesn't look like we have any questions. So with that, I think everyone's eager to probably get to their rest of their Friday responsibilities and maybe get the weekend started soon. So again, we thank you for coming out. We thank you for your partnership with Insurance Advisors Direct. We look forward to continuing to support you in your sales efforts through 2021. If there's anything we can do, please notify us, get in touch with our sales team. If you'd like to learn more about this sales tool, please email us, call us, visit our website. There's a lot of enhancements going on with our agent portal. So again, anything we can do, please let us know. And thank you for coming out. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a great weekend.